guys, Relic Ryan here. Today I'm out in the desert again. I'm actually along another stretch of the old highway that's been abandoned, and I did some research and through Google Earth and stuff. I found a site where an old gas station was. It was here in the 1930s and 40s, late 1930s, early 1940s. I even found on the census record some record of a couple of families that lived out here. So yeah, I thought I'd check it out. I got my new high frequency elliptical coil on my dais. I got that for Christmas. My wife gave it to me, so I was going to try that out here in the desert where there's some high iron and see how it goes. And let me show you real quick. It's kind of cool. The old highway, and most of it's been washed out in the washes, but there's a little stretch right now, and it's probably about a good mile and a half or so away from where the freeway is now, just out in the desert. So let's check that out. So here's the old highway right here. This is it's been abandoned a long time ago. I'm not sure when they stopped using this stretch of road. Probably, my guess, in the 60s or 70s, but maybe earlier. If you look out here, there's actually an old car, so maybe I'll walk by and check that out if you can see that. But there's an old abandoned car out there. I don't know if you can see that, but so yeah, I'll keep you posted on what I find. Okay, so yeah, once again, here's the old highway, and I'm at a site where I believe, if I'm reading it right, on one side of the road there's some ruins that were a gas station, and I'm assuming like the houses where a couple of the families lived. And on the other side there's some other ruins too, and I don't know, I'm just assuming this, but it sounded like they had a campground or kind of maybe a few little cabins or something that you could stay at. When you were traveling out here, I mean, you had to really watch your car overheating, and people just didn't travel as fast. I think 55 was pretty fast back in the 30s, so people would stop and stay the night here. It is pretty remote, and you need four-wheel drive to get up to here. So I don't know. It might be a neat place to check out. I'm gonna kind of walk around, and if I see something, I'll film it. There's an old box spring or spring mattress. I can already tell this is going to be kind of a neat place to, at the very least, explore. There's several foundations. They're not too old. They're from the 30s and 40s. But out here, it's kind of neat, and it's crazy to see how quickly things go to ruin out in the desert. Oh, here's a concrete slab with a hole in the ground. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a chimney down there. There's the old car. Maybe I'll walk over there and film that real quick. Here's that old car left out in the desert to rust. There's a fork on the ground. Doesn't look super old or anything. Let's check out this car. That's cool. That's real cool. If anyone recognizes what kind of car this is, let me know. Looks like it had a sunroof or something. It's kind of neat. Dang. Yeah, that's cool. Left to rust out in the desert. There's a bunch of rusty cans. This was their dump. There might be some interesting things out here back behind where the gas station was. Who knows what you can find here. Rusty relics from the 30s. Hopefully this is showing up okay. The lighting's a little weird. A lot of soup cans. Yeah, there's more ruins here than I thought there would be for just like 2 families and a gas station. I'm kind of thinking that there might have had several little stone cabins or stone buildings for rent for the night, like a little, what they call it. Well, kind of like a motel, but just an auto, well, I'll think of it. This is kind of cool. It's an old broken Coke bottle that, if you look at where it was made, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's kind of cool. Okay, well, I've been out here detecting for a good 45 minutes or so and haven't found anything besides a ton of bottle caps. I'm sure there's money, there's old coins, there's at least wheat cents out here. And I'm looking in this area just off to the side of where all the buildings are, and it kind of looks like there was a driveway, and people maybe would pull in to park, and there's a lot of broken glass and bottle caps over here. So I'd imagine this, this could be a place where people would have pulled off the road and went in and got a cold drink, and obviously they just threw their bottle and their bottle cap on the ground when they were done. But so there could be some change laying around here. It's just hard to pick through all these bottle caps, but this is a really neat site. Whether there's any coins to be found or not, just it's amazing to think that there was a gas station and a little store and some houses and a little place where people could camp or spend the night. There's nothing out here now but trash and some ruins, but really cool. Well, I'm still haven't found anything besides trash and bottle caps, but I thought these little stone ruins were cool. I don't know if they were little cabins at one time or what, but it looks like there was 3 or 4 of them in a row. This is on the other side of the road. Pretty neat. Really bizarre. Can't imagine living out here. I'm sure it was pretty busy back in the day, though. Well, I'm about ready to wrap things up. I didn't find even a wheat cent out here. I'm a little disappointed, but I'll definitely be coming back and checking this place out. Maybe bring some friends too. A few more coils to the ground. It's kind of interesting. This wall that's toppled over. It's very 1930s. It's kind of cool to painted stucco still intact. But yeah, there were quite a few buildings here, and kind of a neat place out in the middle of the desert along the old highway. Would have loved to seen this place back in its day, and would love to see some pictures of what it looked like. Maybe I'll be able to find some eventually. I've done some research on this place, and I can't find hardly anything about it. I don't even really find it on, I've only found on maybe 1 or 2 road maps even. And like I said, I found the 2 families that lived here from the 1940 census. Looked like there was an older gentleman, his wife, his son, and a couple of his sons lived here in Mind, outside the area. But kind of neat. Anyways, thanks for watching.